Hello, 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 hello. Hello to whatever this is. Um, I'm back. I'm back for more pain. I'm back for more, uh, no, maybe no music, no music. You have to listen, to what I'm putting down, to what I'm saying, to what I'm putting out, to what I am laying down, to whatever preposition. For whatever position, you have to listen. I don't know what to say. Let's play Super Meat Boy, and let's see what I have to come up with. Saying things. I mean, I know I just recorded the Tony Hawk thing like that. I don't know, the other day. I don't know. I liked it. It felt good. It felt like I could talk about what I was going through. It felt like I know it felt good. It felt good to talk to no one consistently for an hour, and to play a game. That's done. That's done. I played this before, and I used to use a keyboard to do it. Up, you can't reach it. What do I do? This is like living. This is like suffering. What am I supposed to do? Fuck. Oh, god damn it. How? How do I do this? Wait. Yeah. What the fuck? What was... Hi. I have to press shift and space. Pero ano yung shift dito? Ah, okay. It's icon. Yeah. Let me see my notes. I have notes. Oh, okay. I wasn't complain about where I am at life. That's my notes. Okay. I feel privileged that I even get to say shit about the world. I'm a privileged boy. I'm a privileged human being. I have a voice. I can only hope that I am using that voice for good, honestly. Or like the most benign shit like this. Yeah, I got it. I'm pretty fucking good at these games. Holy Mountain. Is that a reference to Alejandro Jodorowsky's masterpiece funded by Paul McCartney's Beatles money? What is that? That's the Dark World. God damn it. I love games like these because they are fun. They're not necessarily easy, but they're fulfilling, and they're easy. They're a simple task. You just gotta get to the other side and rescue Band-Aid Girl. You're Super Meat Boy. You're a boy without skin. Everything hurts you. The world is pain. I died. The world is pain. And now more than ever, it seems very obvious to me that the world is pain. And I have lived a world of pain. This is noisy. For a chunk of my life, I've been through tough times. Fuck! I've been through tough times. And I got through them. You won't. No, you will. You will. Whoever you are, you will. You'll get through them. I got through them. I'm worse for wear. I don't feel whole. I feel like a hole. I'm an asshole, but you know, you gotta get to a point where you accept yourself. And I hope whoever hasn't accepted themselves that they are able to. I haven't been able to accept myself. I think last podcast, basically I said that I don't believe in the love of the Lord because how could the Lord love someone as I? And that has a certain amount of egotism to it, narcissism. I'm not gonna deny it, you know. What do I know about the fucking power of like a goddamn deity? A god? But that's the breaks, man. It's weird that I'm talking about Jesus and religion and belief, isn't it? Have I finally gone down the rabbit hole of yes, this is exactly the brand of crazy that we expect from Giselle? Or is it the same type of annoying whininess, except tinged in something more cosmic? I do not know, because I am as likely to talk about that the world is a simulation, the world is a computer, the world is a hologram, as Elon Musk, except I do not own billions. I do not own an emerald mine from my father. I am not a billionaire hoarder, and I do not intend on marrying and impregnating Grimes, the musician. She is an idiot. She is an enabler for a billionaire. Fuck Elon Musk, I'm dying. Fuck Elon Musk. If you take away anything from this, it's fuck Elon Musk and fuck money. Yeah! Oh, okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, game designers. Edmund Macmillan and Tommy Refenes of Indie Game the Movie fame. I love that movie. I used to work at a game company, and that movie single-handedly made me love games again, because I did not think games were art, and I did not think that games could ever be art. And to an extent, I feel like it's an upward battle for games to be art, because they are such a consumer-based medium, you know, that games have to be intuitive to be seen as good. And that's just not art. Art is, it's combative, you know. It's supposed to make you work on a level, not like some art is. So I feel like a lot of games is just feeding into I'm dying consumerist culture. But maybe that's weird though. Like she's looking at me and I'm not jumping, I'm not helping her, and like she doesn't know this conversation, this talk that I'm holding with you, talking about consumerism. But anyway, you know, it's that movie was just a revelation to see that you can write with video games. And you know, I'm a pretentious guy. I didn't know that there was such a movement before. I thought that I had just outgrown video games. And which is weird because, you know, I'd spent like a good chunk of my time there at the game company, like a year or so, or 2 years. And then me and my programmer there, we never finished like a game, but like we really fell in love with that movie, and we felt like, oh, that could be us. That could be us. It never was. We never finished the game. Company went under. But you know, that's life. I am fucking good at this game. Like I'm pretty okay. I'm getting by. I'm no slouch at goddamn platformers, man. I'm pretty fucking good. Look at that. Look at that, motherfucker. I am annoying. So, I don't know. I'm gonna ramble. You know I'm gonna ramble. Whoever's listening to this, I should stop saying that to whoever's listening to this. I know who's listening to this. Bless he is. No. Jim Well is. Maybe. If he hasn't gotten sick of me. Yeah. This is so much more fun with a controller than like a keyboard. There's no pinky gymnastics here. It's just a nice pro controller. A grade A, yes. You know, I've been feeling down lately, and I feel like I'm in the manic stage right now of my bipolar. I have bipolar. I'm a crazy person. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, like, I haven't been getting sleep, and then I've just been doing a lot. Maybe that's how we should time the releases of these episodes. It's like when I'm most productive at editing podcasts, which is usually when I'm having like an uptick. I love this game. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. It's too bad that the devs aren't friends anymore. Okay, fuck. Ah, fuck. I played this other game. What was that called? That's so cool. I love these replays. This is just a perfect programmed game. His other game, The End Is Nigh, that's a good game as well. And I think it talks about his falling out with the... Edmund Macmillan is the game designer, right? I think that his other game, The End Is Nigh, it talks about his falling out with Tommy. They were best friends before, and now they're not. And it's almost the end. It's not almost, but like we're pretty close to the end of the year, and the sequel to Super Meat Boy, Meat Boy Forever, has not come out yet, and I don't think it'll ever come out. I feel like the real guiding hand to that was Edmund Macmillan. And not to talk down to Tommy reference. I think he's great. I feel bad that they're not producing games. But basically, Edmund Macmillan has moved on to Tyler Vale, the programmer of what was that other game that he did? The Zelda roguelike game. Fuck. What's that called? Isaac. The Binding of Isaac. Such a fucking good game, bro. I should try finishing it. That's the thing about collaborations. They don't always last. Oh, what the fuck? This is such a different game about the music. It really is a hellscape. Ah, goddammit. What can I talk about? What did I do today? I finished a project doing Office comics. It's weird that I have so many pages of comics that I've done, and I'm pretty sure no one's ever gonna see them because they're all corporate stuff or like internal stuff. Where someone decided that, oh, that, yeah, I'd like a comic discussing this thing, and it's like I put in so much effort to something like that, you know. I see it as like a not just a challenge, it's like an opportunity to grow like as a comic book creator. You know, there's that thing that they say about one of the greatest comic book guys ever, Alex Toth. He designed a lot of the 1970s or something Hanna-Barbera cartoons like Space Ghost and Herculoids. Like two of my favorite cartoons growing up. And he is an amazing comic book artist and like just a genius at storytelling and design. But the thing that they say about him is he never made a comic that had a story worthy of his chops. They were all kind of like not hack jobs, but like they were typical comics elevated by his own genius at storytelling. I'm gonna fucking die. Okay. Yeah, I did it. And no. He is celebrated. He is beloved. They make collections of his comics. Or like huge like artist editions where it's like oversized and you can see the handprints or whatever, the construction lines. And he's so good to study. Chapter complete. He's a very good person to study if you want to be serious about comic book creation. This is a Castlevania spoof. This is so charming, you know. Newground style, the art style is just it's such a mid 2000s thing. Ooh. It's Jonan Vasquez. It's Johnny the Homicidal Maniac. It's Emily. It's a time and place. Do you ever think about your legacy? Do you ever think about dying? Do you ever think that you'll ever be happy, podcast listener? Do you ever think about the unending void? I do. You ever think about this Sisyphean task, this thing called life that we have to do over and over again, and we keep making mistakes and failing repeatedly, and we don't quite understand what it's for, but we still do it because the boredom of not doing anything is worse than death. You know, boredom is something that no one lives for, but everyone should strive for, because boredom is a stillness and a contentedness that as you grow older feels more peaceful than happiness. That's a fucking thing, you know. I feel like I fail at happiness a lot more when I tried so hard in my 20s. I tried to be so happy. I was proactive in being happy. I just fucking I would run into the wall of happiness and fail every time, you know. Oh my god. I would try to should I get the bandage? I would just try to do everything to be happy. And it's not good because happiness is not something that we work for. It just happens. It's much more helpful to think of happiness as a side effect of things that are righteous, of things that you should be doing, regardless if they made you happy or not. You should think of happiness as RNG, as a random number generator. And it just happens, and even that the thing itself that you're doing is worthwhile regardless of the happiness. And that will maybe guide you to better places in your life. More worthwhile places. Happiness is this weird lightness, right? It's a lot of nothing, if you really think about it. It's a lot of nothing in between of suffering. Happiness is the weird respite from suffering that we get sometimes. And it's not the thing that we should be striving for. We shouldn't be avoiding it. But that's not cool, man. The more you try, the more likely that you lose something, I guess. And maybe that's a problem with me, why I complain so much. I try too hard. I shouldn't try at all. I shouldn't give a shit. But somehow I do, because I have trauma, you know? I raised myself. We all do raise ourselves, you know, but maybe some more than others. I was such a fucking lonely kid. And now I'm such a lonely adult. I wish, you know. Like, I like that I think of these things. I wouldn't want to be a person who's not thoughtful about these things. But at the same time, I understand that there is a paralysis in thinking. You know? I cannot get up. This weird cadence that I have in talking right now, where I am pausing and I am thinking of what to say next. What if I'm not really thinking? I'm thinking of the next jump that I have to take. Life is a series of jumps, of blind jumps to your next destination. Put that on your goddamn calendar. I like making comics, man. That's where I am happiest at. And even when I'm not happy with it, it's where I'm most content. I feel like that's my actual voice. It just sucks that it feels like you have to work so hard in this life to get anywhere. And you know, my problem is there's too much awareness. I think I'm doing really good at this game. It's because I'm half focused on the game, and my mind is wandering because I have to talk to you. To you, the listener, in the future, my listener. This one-way conversation where you do not talk, and I just just force you to listen to these ramblings that I am doing at an ungodly hour. I'm doing better at this game because I'm not focused on it. Because that's more zen or something. That should be the title of my life story. Zen or something. No! I've been getting into like this weird animation style. It's like, oh, they can cut up Photoshop stuffed animation. And I'm enjoying it a great deal because it's easy to do. And I feel like that's a lot of my process in making art is it has to be intuitive for me to do in a quick burst. Um, it can be a slog. Art can be a slog. In fact, I think a lot of the comics that I do, there's a huge element of slogginess, of like huge attention to detail and like slow going through the work. But it has to have like a real solid plan to it. You know, it has to be. Yeah, it has to have a clear destination, and that makes it easier for me. You know. Um, it's kind of like this. I like walking, and I like walking more when I know there's a destination. So that's one of the processes that I have for making art is to have a loose roadmap. You know, you can zigzag towards the horizon. It's fine. And that's why I like this game. It's easy because you know you already see half of the levels. You already like no, all of the levels you know where to go, and that's great. That's the perfect kind of task. A task that you never feel lost. It's a bit insurmountable, but you never feel lost. That's the best kind of puzzle, you know. Something that you're almost sure of how to do, but just can't manage to do it because it's hard as fuck. But when you do it, there's that click in your mind, right? Yeah, I knew this is how I was supposed to jump. Fuck you, game. I'm better than you. That's so interesting. That the game as an art form is basically this. Fuck you, game. I'm better than you. You cannot defeat me, game. The game is not necessarily trying to defeat you. The game is a program that is simply there. It is a set of switches that you turn on and off, and it's gonna be there regardless. Regardless if you're good or not. Fuck! It's kind of like this podcast. Is it even a podcast if there are no listeners? God damn it. Put that on my gravestone. Navel Gazer Giselle. Forever just a navel gazer motherfucker. Fuck! This is weird, man. Like, I didn't think that. I feel like the best ideas I have are such simple and uncomplicated things. Like this Let's Play where I just fucking ramble for an hour and it's the least. It's so easy to do. I just turn on a program. There's no editing. And I just ramble. And it's like, it feels good, man. It feels good. I feel great. I want to die inside, but I feel great. And that, it goes back to that. What's what I was saying. There has to be like this simple roadmap. You know? I am stuck. I am never gonna get out of this goddamn road. Oh my god. The idea of pleasure, it has not appealed to me in a long time. And believe me, I think I was a person who was always searching for some sort of salve to this goddamn mountain of a life where you can't fucking rise up and just. There's always something happening. There's always some fucking. I should. Oh, it's like. You don't go fast, you go slow. Discovery. Yeah, I was a person who kept medicating. With drink, with drugs, with people, with hugs. And I feel like that was such a waste of time. Because I guess we aren't put on this earth to have happiness. Happiness is just there. Maybe we're here for no good reason. How do you know? How do you reconcile that with atheism? With if you believe in a God and you're also atheist. Okay. How do you reconcile happiness with atheism? They always say that the part of the thing with atheism, right, is there is no intrinsic meaning to life. Life is meaningless, and you could come up with your own meaning, and that's an empowering thing. The idea of freedom is an empowering thing. It's a shitty. It's one of the lamest ideas in game design, though. If you put it into game design, right, it's like one of those overplayed ideas that more freedom means more fun. It's not true, you know. Look at all the goddamn Assassin's Creed games. Not all of them are good. Open world games are overrated. There's the idea of wandering is only good if you have purpose. If you have like a good purpose to the exploration. And it's also a really sloppy and form of game design. Take example Bethesda or Skyrim, right? Or like any of the Fallout games. Those are amazing works of art, right? But also, it's like a very brute force. Let's put in as much content as possible, and that makes it impressive. But that's like saying that a mango. Stay with me, because I don't know where I'm going. I'm a ship at sea in the doldrums, and I don't know where I'm going because there's no wind. Alright, but like just stick with me. It's like if you asked for a strawberry, mango, toothpaste, everything cake. That's just bland. Not bland, that's just shit. So, while there is a certain freedom to deciding what you want out of life, you're an atheist, right? And I'm not even saying that I'm a believer. I'm probably an atheist still. Like I said in the goddamn last podcast, I cannot manage. I don't think belief is something that you can learn, you know. Because right now, if you ask me what I actually believe in my life, in my heart, and my soul, I more likely am to say that, like, yeah, I think that the world is this goddamn computer simulation. That's an ex told me that that's a belief that does no one good. It's extremely solipsistic, and I completely agree. It is a shit belief that only billionaires would. Elon Musk loves that, and he's a piece of shit, a hoarding piece of shit. But like, there is some Sorry, I had to get my cat. There is some beauty to there's to have the elegance of design of this game. Take for example the sense of purpose that it has. It's gone brilliant and applied to something like belief. I can't believe I'm using Super Meat Boy to push some um the some religious agenda that I don't have. Or do I have it? I don't know. Because like Edmund Macmillan is probably the farthest thing from a Christian. Where he does have a he uses Christian iconography in like some of his games, like The Binding of Isaac. And he's a fucking amazing artist. I adore his work, as you can see. He is without comparison. They're like, look at how he designs a game. It's a perfect world. It's not a world that you can do everything in, but it's a world with purpose. It's a world with a clear destination. And isn't that what we want at the end of the day in life? Is to believe that we have this end goal, this bandage girl, this afterlife as a reward to all of the suffering that we're going through. And yes, I know Sartre. I know, I know Mr. Banlag. I know all of that stuff, that it's the beauty of nothingness and all of that, the unbearable lightness of, that Kundera and stuff. And that's still valid, And that's why I don't think I have like an actual Christian belief system in place, or a belief system, because I appreciate both as concepts, and maybe I'm not there yet in believing that. I think I talk to Jesus as a fiction. I believe in the Jesus Christ as a fiction that I appreciate. So I'm not there yet. I'm closer to the goddamn Matrix right now, if I'm being honest. And I've said that before in the podcast. Oh, this is beautiful. I guess these Let's Plays, they're just gonna devolve into me rambling about God and existence or something. Maybe comment something down below of what game you want me to play. And let's see. But like, I have this other game that I want to play. It's The Witness. I love the game designer there. I think Jonathan Blow is very smart and his ideas are great, but I don't like the writing in his games. I feel like it's too forced, I think a great deal of why I like Jonathan Blow is he quotes Alan Moore in his talks. Another guy from Indie Game the Movie. You should watch that. Anyway. See how much freedom that you actually have in this space, in this limited space, in this conceit-based world. You have so much freedom, and to not worry about other aspects. Imagine if you play this game and there's like a stamina bar, and like there's a leveling system, and there's like currency management system, and then you have to go to towns and talk to people. It's unideal. The closer a game is to the real world, the greater the novelty to it, right? But also it loses a lot of the fun. Honestly, it can lose a lot of the fun, because it boils down to simple um, simple fulfillment fantasies that aren't actually very based in morality. Like take yes, I'm saying that Super Meat Boy is a moral game. No. Take example GTA, one of the greatest games ever made, but the game design is going to heck because it's just the game direction is always just let's just put everything in the world that we have right now and make fun of it, right? And it is moral in the sense that it does have a stand. I have heard of yung argument na parang GTA is an interesting experiment in a social an interesting social experiment because it posits that it's not forcing you to do violence because it's actually encouraging you to it's not encouraging you to do pero like it's got so much of I'm rambling. It's got so much stuff aside from the violence that you could explore, but you just choose not to because of how GTA is perceived as this uh, wish fulfillment, criminal wish fulfillment, where you can like drive cars into people and mug people and kill people and run amok in society. And what does that say about society? It says a lot, right? Oh, that was way easier. But at the same time, it's not focused on saying that. It's focused on making the violence fun. You know, I'm not saying that the stocks aren't fun. I'm not saying that the tennis simulation games aren't fun inside of that. But it's like, yes, clearly the narrative is focused on violence and like making fun of culture. So it's actually a cynical game. I think that's the problem. You know. But it's a game that we needed. It's a game for our times. It's a game that expresses the problem with society. But that runs into the problem of games as a service, of games as just this vehicle to make money off of people. GTA Online stuff, the amount of real world money that you spend on stuff like that, it's not the joke anymore. It's just playing into the same kind of greed that it's making fun of. So where do you go from there? It's kind of bullshit, honestly. But like, whatever. I hate this. I forgot how to do this. This was easier. Oh man. Okay. Whoa, fuck. Whoa. Wait, where's the replay? There's no replay? That's unsatisfying. What else should we talk about, man? Ah! Is there an afterlife? That's an interesting topic. I had this theory growing up of what the afterlife actually was. I thought that, you know how in like they always say that you like have near-death experiences. then like when you're dying, you have your life flashes before your very eyes, right? All of your life, right? My theory growing up was that what the fuck is this? Was that if you had lived a good life, a life that if you watched, it would make you smile as you were dying, you would carry that feeling into eternity. And I thought that was the afterlife. That your brain functions would, that your last thought would basically be your version of heaven or hell, right? If you had a lot of regrets, sorry, you would be in a version of hell, right? God damn it. But if you lived a righteous and good life, and I'm gonna keep saying that, it sounds so cool, then you would have a fucking good last moment. And that would be, ostensibly, your last moment really does stretch into eternity. Because that last moment is cut short, and there is no moment after that. That is infinity, as far as I'm concerned, you know? Because it's the infinite sleep, right? I don't know what I'm saying, man. I'm just rambling and you're listening. Pero, that was my theory. Comment down below if you have any theories about what the afterlife is. Man, like, it's gonna be sad when like it, like in a couple of years when I keep this thing. Oh damn! This YouTube account and all of these ramblings are there, and like the views are just 100 or something, and it's gonna be like this. You ever see those YouTube channels where it's like nothing ever came about those? Like it's like it's got like 30 subscribers and like it's got 2, 9, 10 videos, and they just never made it. I hate these fans. They never made it, and it's like there forever in the internet. What if that's my YouTube channel? Oh, okay. What if that's all I can hope for this endeavor? Because part of me is hoping that this is a new venue to introduce people to my work. But it's honestly just becoming a venue for me to rant and like introduce people to my problems. That's not fun. Not that like my work is supposed to be fun or anything. Man, I'm gonna be that annoying guy if I just won't shut the fuck up. What do you mean I'm gonna be? I'm already that annoying guy. I won't shut the fuck up. I hate this. What? Uh-oh. Okay. Wala nang battery. Uh-oh. Oh no. Wala akong battery. Wait. Let me charge. Ah, there we go. Wow. That's weird because when we finish this game, there's gonna be like that one meat boy that's just standing there. It's a replay, and that's gonna be like the meat boy that had this existential crisis of I can't move, I'm paralyzed. The controller has run out of battery and I can't move and I'm stuck in this goddamn hellhole. You know the story of like Super Meat Boy is really sweet because Bandage Girl helped him complete his self. Because she's a girl made out of bandage and Meat Boy is a boy who has no skin. But that's one of the problems with it, that people get confused. People think that Meat Boy is a boy made out of meat instead of a skinless kid. Because what is Bandage Girl? She's made out of band-aids. She's not like a girl that's covered in band-aids, or is she? Anyway, I like Edmund Macmillan. That he's made comics too before, like a lot of comics. He came out with like a collection of his, and it's so cool because the collection is bounded up like a spiral notebook, and it looks like a child's notebook, and it has his comics and drawings. And like, well, to my view, he didn't make it as a comic book guy, right? But he made it as a video game guy. And like, I thought, na parang, oh, I could be like him. I could make it in video games. I did not. I did not make it in video games. I did not make it in comedy. I marginally made it in comics, I guess. And I will not make it on YouTube. But I'm doing it because it's fun. I don't know how to market myself, that's the problem. I wish marketing was fun. But it's not. I have so many friends who are good at marketing. So many. Oh, okay. I was hitting a goddamn wall with his eye. Oh, I forgot all that. I hate this. I hope you hate this too, whoever's listening. Whoever is listening or watching. Should I put a face cam in? Next time? Do you even really need to see my goddamn fat face? I'm shy. I got fatter. I hate this fucking game. I hate this game. I love platformers. I recently finished all of the Mega Mans. Well, okay, that's it. I finished Mega Man 2, 3, 1. I finished Mega Man 7. I finished Mega Man X, Mega Man X2, Mega Man X4. I didn't finish X3 because it sucked. I didn't like the goddamn boss with a stupid shit hitbox thing. Oh man, I hate this. How do I do this? Should I cut this part out? Because I'm not... I need to focus, but I can't... Oh my god. I hate this. I hate this. Can I skip this level? I know what I have to do, I just can't do it. Okay, I kinda get it. Alright, okay. I have to lightly press A as I go through the dust, and the dust of the wind is a really big gust. I should have said dust. I should have said gust instead of dust. That doesn't make sense. I have such fuss. Fuck. I don't like this game anymore. It's a bore, it's a chore, and I don't even know. My favorite lyric to make up as I sing is to say everybody and then make a rhyme. But it didn't happen that time. One of my goals in life is to make a musical. When I say goals, it means a dream. When I say dream, it means I'm not taking any real steps to achieving it. I'm just saying that it's a dream even though I won't do it. I did it, I'm pretty good. I'm good at platformers, I'm from the hood. That's not true. Woo, look at the dust. No, look at the gust. Look at all these babies, they're going for the win. Whee! Amazing. Ooh, this game is so good. I should. How many let's plays of this can I do? I want to do streams, but the internet is bad here. It's slow, and it makes people angry. I'm losing money. So random. I need money, guys. I need more project, more money so I can retire because I can't live like this anymore. If you didn't know, I live alone. I don't live with my parents. I pay rent. God damn it! I live alone in this pandemic with 4 cats. The closest thing I have to family in the immediate vicinity is my neighbor Alice and her boyfriend Javi. No! They're the ones who took me to... Well, she's the one who took me to the ER. Oh my god, and then I had the kidney problems back in a month ago. Those kidney problems should never return because I've been drinking water and my pee doesn't burn anymore. What can we expect from these? What can we expect from these Let's Plays? It's more of me singing like a gay. That's pretty horrible. Why did you say it in that manner? I know you're LGBTQ friendly ally, but you can't seem to remove the stupid broness in your vocabulary sometimes because let's admit it, it's kind of easy to sing gay in songs and make it funny. But it shouldn't be funny because that's someone's identity. It's kind of shitty to make fun of them. You shouldn't make fun of gays. I know that sounds sarcastic, but I'm being genuine right now. Some of my best friends are gays. Oh no, I've fallen into that trap. I'm a horrible human being. I'm justifying saying horrible things by saying that I have friends who are gay, and I shouldn't say it in that way because it demeans who they are, and you know that that's not in your heart to sell. That's not what's in your heart to sell. Damn, this podcast really devolved into me singing. Fuck this. Well. Super Meat Boy going up a shaft, going up a shaft. You know, the nurse told me that the tubes to the kidney is really small, para siyang zesto, straw level small. That shaft that we went up through, that maybe was as small as yung aking pee hole or whatever it is. And then Super Meat Boy is the kidney stone that wouldn't fit through it. Like, see? That's that's all the blood. Oh my god, you want a story? You don't have a choice to what story I say. It's not like, you know, you're actually here, listener, pero here's a story. The night I came from the hospital, and they put in like a catheter in me because I said that I needed a catheter even though I didn't, and it really fucking hurts. and it was just a kidney stone, and I should have just asked for medication for kidneys, and I didn't know that I had a kidney stone that night. Even though my penis went through the most pain that it has ever had in its whole life, I still masturbated. And you know what came out? Pink cum. I came pink cum. It was cum that was pink. It's gross. I'm sorry, listener. I've run out of useful things to say. This went from existentialism, belief, and consumerism to living a righteous life to cum and pink because you couldn't sleep. Oh my god. The weird thing about the kidney medication was one of the side effects was that I couldn't cum. Oh god, I'm still on the goddamn cum thing. I couldn't cum for like as long as I was on the medication. It like nothing would come out. And I masturbated. I masturbated a lot, but like nothing would come out. And it like reminded me of like, oh, this was like when I was a kid and I discovered masturbation and nothing would come out. Someone told me that that must feel so unsatisfying. I didn't know. I kind of liked it. I was like, oh, it's clean. Nothing's coming out. I'm a clean boy. I have a dirty mind, but I'm a clean boy. I do not need to come pink to feel good anymore. Okay, so that's the funny part of the story. That's the gross funny part. The actual fucked up part was it's COVID times. I thought I had COVID after I came from the hospital because I exhibited all of the signs. One of the worst things was I thought I had shortness of breath because my heart was racing and like hinahapo ako when I climbed up the stairs. When I did anything, like I feel so out of breath. And then I looked at the side effects of the medication. One of the side effects was cough. I had cough. And the other side effects was like your heart would race. And I think I was having panic attacks because I was thinking that I have shortness of breath, I have COVID, I'm gonna die. And I would hyper focus on thinking that am I having shortness of breath or am I having like a heart attack or something? And like it just went into this spiral. And it was terrible. I couldn't even sleep. And passing like the stone. I don't know if I passed it yet. It's fucking terrible. There are nights you can't sleep. It feels like you can't. It feels like you need to pee, but you can't pee. And then when you pee, there's blood. There's a lot of blood, just like that. That's okay. Yeah, but there's so much blood, but I didn't have blood. I just had pink cum. That's the extent of it. I hope that I passed it. I have a feeling that I haven't passed the thing, honestly. It's because my back still hurts, and that's one of the that's the tell that you have a kidney problem. Is that you have back pains. I thought that I had back pains because I'm just a goddamn cartoonist and we don't have good posture. And we're sitting the whole day. I've died. Anyway. Ah, fuck this. I hope I get passive income. I hope that these things that I'm putting out, I hope that they're worthwhile. I really do hope that whatever artwork that I do, whatever you can joke, I hope that it has value. And maybe that's my problem, is because I'm trying to judge things based on this word, value. And I should be happy that my work has it doesn't have just value, it has values. Wordplay. And that's enough sometimes, you know? But that's not even true because I've worked for like shitty things like the train law. You know? I'm never gonna be escaping that. I worked for like a whole company. Ugh. Because I wanted to draw and I wanted the money. What kind of shitty fucking artist thing is that? You know? As much as this goddamn, a lot of this theorizing and like navel gazing shit I have, and I still did that. Well, you know, I actually really needed the money because my dad was hospitalized. Ooh, I'm a good person. I gave money to my father who was hospitalized. Praise me, praise me. Hey, going back to God, talking about God, maybe that's one of the reasons I want to have faith again. Is I still pray. I still pray at my lowest. I still do pray to God. When the chips are fucking down. When it's... And I'm not even saying that I'm praying and it's providing me any comfort. Honestly, a lot of it is like... A lot of praying is like making this podcast, talking to no one, and feeling heard. But why wouldn't I want to believe in someone who like if there was someone that you called at your lowest, right? That when you're like you want to kill yourself, or like your dad is dying or your mom is dying, and you call that person, and then that person isn't real. Like you say that person, oh, that person is just nothing. It's not. He's not a real person. What does that say about you? You know? No, really. What does that say about me? That in my lowest of times, I will still pray. Why wouldn't I want that relationship to go further than just that? I always complain that I feel bad that I've had a lot of friends that just come to me when they're down, when it's absolutely in the shitter. This is just a joke, but I like to think, I feel like I live in rock bottom, and people keep visiting there, and they never stay. I'm like that fish, the rock bottom episode of SpongeBob, where that scary fish, better that scary fish at the bus stop helped him get out of rock bottom. And I'm pretty sure that SpongeBob never messages that fish to help him, you know. Doesn't come to say na parang, hey man, god damn it. Hey man, thanks for being there with me at rock bottom. I know you were kind of toxic too, but like, thank you for being there. But that's the thing naman, like when you live at rock bottom, you are there forever. What happens at rock bottom stays at rock bottom. Stays with you at rock bottom. I don't know. So I don't feel too bad about that, pero I do not like that it keeps happening. That it feels like I'm some sort of... I have this magnetic field of like people in dire straits come to me randomly out of the ether. I don't know what vibes I put out. Weird vibes, probably. Comfy vibes. Pero like, yun nga, like, who do I call at rock bottom? I call some friends, like there's some like really good friends I call, but like, at the very, very rock bottom, when it's like a lone rock bottom, it's gone. And like, why I would want to deny a relationship to that, I don't know. That's why it's complicated. You know? I make it hard for myself to be in anything. You know? Like I always feel alone. But do I make it easy for people to be around me? Yeah, sometimes I really do, but like, do I make it easy for people to understand me? No, not really. Oh shit. Yeah, bitch. Oh no. Oh no. He was not a bad thing. He was just trying to be alive. Just like the rest of us. That's so cute. What happened? Oh, he's nice now. That fucking creep. Fuck. Fuck. Dr. Fetus. Fuck. There's a fucked up thing about Super Meat Boy Forever, the sequel. It's like, you don't have Edmund McMillan. He created these characters, and like, it's his sense of humor, too. I mean, they both share the sense of humor. They're both collaborators, but like, the sequel feels so bad without him that they're not on good terms. I hope that they become friends because like I love those guys. I have a feeling. I have a feeling that it's Tommy's the one who's hard to work with. It seems like he's one of those guys. But also like Edmund McMillan. Like, their last collaboration was Eugenics, and it was just such a. It seemed from what they were trying to do, it seemed like a really hard thing to pull off. What is this? What is that reference to? I don't know what that reference is to. And the Salt Factory. See, I finished these games. Because I'm a good boy. Oh no, I haven't pala. Because the first time that I played this back in the day, it was pirated. This game is so good. If you notice the types of games that I like, I love games that have a great sense of flow. And I tend to think that that's what I want in my art too, in the art that I do. But that's not exactly true because like in comics I kind of fuck with the flow a lot. There's that, I guess in Windmills there's this cadence that I'm trying to do. There's different cadences per strip. But it's challenging, I guess. Challenges the reader to get through my goddamn gobbledygook. Maybe these Let's Play, these are the new forms of Windmills. It's just a long ramble. A race to the finish. Can I finish this or not? Stage ba? Parang? It's one of the faster stages. No! Just look at how well this fucking game is designed. You can see where you've been by the simple blood trails, so it reminds you of what you need to do in each run. Oh fuck! And the controls are smooth as silk. Oh, it's fucking shit, fuck. Smooth as silk, great controls. Love this game. God damn it. Dr. Fetus is a fucking fiend at hiding. Should every Let's Play be an hour? Because the Tony Hawk was an hour because it was just one level and it hanged. This could conceivably go on longer. It's really fun. Tapos hindi siya na-record, no? Fuck. I would cry. Wait, shit. Okay, nag-record siya. Man, that was a real panic attack. Not really. It's weird, okay. It's weird, think na I'm trying to be more active in YouTube as a platform because somehow in my head I feel like this might be my way to have passive income or like stretch my reach. And shouldn't my thinking be like I can stretch my reach if I do more art, but I do fucking a lot. I should post more, but like it's not everything is postable, you know. Maybe it's because I feel like my voice matters. It's stupid. My voice matters. It doesn't. It does not. But I hope you get some value out of it. God damn it. I can't believe I'm this far in the game. I love this game and why did I stop? I hated the boss. There's this one boss that I fucking hate. It's well designed. It's fucking brilliant. But the game. You can see that the game is super fast, right? It's silky smooth, super fast, super intuitive. And then the boss that comes out with the two dumb fists just fucks with the flow of the game so much. Of the whole, it's like suddenly the game is super slow, and it fucks with you so hard that I couldn't get through it. Oh. Oh no. Ooh. One of the best things that I've ever one of the best choices I made for myself apart from getting sober was to enjoy video games more. To not go out so much anymore. Because that was something that I learned that I thought that I wanted to do. But it's like growing up, I was just so happy to be at home and just to play video games and draw and watch TV and stuff. I lost that because it was so exciting to hang out with people. But it's very tiring and it's a lot of times it's unfulfilling as well. Maybe because it was the drinking too, but like I have bipolar, right? And like not sleeping is not a good thing for bipolar people. Not sleeping and then hanging out with a lot of people is not a good thing for bipolar people. I fucking died. So you still gotta fucking take care of yourself. Oh. I guess, there's this will, like, there, I had so much freedom before. And I guess there's this whittling down of things that you expect that you want to do in life. And I'm happy to build it down some now. Fuck. I'm very lucky to have a girlfriend. I'm very lucky to have a girlfriend who is kind and like as righteous and like smart as she is. I try not to mention her too much because she doesn't. She's an off the grid kind of. She lives in Canada. She goes to another school. Well, I don't have a girlfriend, but I know. I don't actually live with cats. I'm some psycho in a psych ward. No. She doesn't like attention and stuff. Totally. She's the kindest, most fearless, and aggressively righteous. Not like in a bad way. Like understandingly righteous person. She actually cares about people. Like what? I know I should say a lot, but like she's just an inspiration someone, and I wish I haven't always been the best boyfriend, and that's part of one of the things I want to change. Like, be a better human being. I was a boy of meat. I was a skinned lad, going through the salt mines, going through lava, going through the syringe factory, and she is my bandage girl. But like that's so I know bandage girl isn't just bandage girl, but like to say that she's just bandage girl is stupid. She's not just um she's not just a person that heals me. I don't do it to be healed. I do it because she's amazing. And she deserves someone like she deserves me at my best. Is what I'm saying, I guess. One of my favorite shows in the whole entire world is it's my favorite show. It's the Sarah Silverman's program. I cannot recommend it enough. It's not easily available, but it's where Rob Schraub started. It's where Dan Harmon started. It's just absolutely hilarious and like, fun and imaginative. But like, there's this episode where like Officer J played by Jay Johnston, and then Laura Silverman, Sarah Silverman's sister. They're Officer J is an officer, a cop, and then Laura Silverman is a nurse, and they're in love, and it's very cheesy. And I think Jay took a bullet for Laura or something, and then he just says the funniest thing. He says something like next to you, every man's girlfriend in the world is a human pile of garbage, and I can only hope that there were more Lauras in the world so that every man in the world can have a turn with her because you're the best thing in the world. This is such a. It's just so rough, but also the sweetest thing. I love that. I love the texture in that. It's like I hope that every guy gets to bang you. Because that seems like a perfect world that every guy would get a turn with you. And then Laura says, "That's so sweet, Jay." Or something like that. That show is just absolutely brilliant. It's it's my litmus test for people too. And they have hearts. Like if ever I were dating someone and like I showed you an episode of Sarah Silverman, know that I am testing you if you react correctly to the piece of media that I laid before you. And if you don't act correctly, I will be judging and docking points. Did not like the Brave episode. Fuck this person. This person is a sociopath. Oh my god, I'm never gonna date. If anything happens untowards to my relationship with my girlfriend, that's it for me. I'm a eunuch. I am staying single for the rest of my life by choice. I'm gonna be an Volcel. I'm gonna go forth and try to find the Philosopher's Stone because at that point I am already Sir Isaac Newton. We're the most famous virgins in all of history. And see what he did. Now, when you get called a virgin, think of him and what he did for humanity. He created a gravity. Wow, I should do more podcasts where it's just me talking. I don't need people to talk to. I'm kidding. I am kidding. It's just hard editing, you know. At least with this, I feel like I don't need to edit anything because it's rambling, man. Let's do 10 episodes of this, you know. And then that's like, you know, that'll be my little thing apart from Q show. Q show is for me to hang out with my friends. And this is for me when I need to hang out with myself. Wow, this is taking long. Come back. I don't think salt factories actually look like this. I want to play The Witness. I want to play this. Maybe I should play the first Portal. It's so fun. I really do love my channel. It's like, it's so pure right now. Pure bullshit. No. It's so neat. No! At the end of my life, or you know, when I'm like a grandpa, I've never had children by the way, but like if I'm a grandpa and I'm telling my nieces and nephews, like, you know, this is what your uncle did during the COVID crisis. He played video games and he talked to no one in particular and then sent that out into the ether to be listened to by literally tens of people. Oh, shout out to Joseph, my best friend, who might listen to this. Ah, fuck, shit, fuck. I guess the act of recording a podcast, a let's play, the act of recording is cathartic in its own self. It's satisfying. It's a form of hoarding. You're hoarding memories. You're hoarding recordings. Um, 9 out of 10. I'm Anthony Fantano right now. No, no. It's just satisfying, to put in a background. It's like putting in a diary entry, but the whole world can see. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Ah, that's so satisfying. Oh, fuck. What's happening? Okay. You can learn a lot from game design. On how, like, fun actually is. You can't have everything easy. That's not fun. So you gotta have some bad with the good, man. Life is not a steep curve. Ooh, I'm saying things. Life is not a steep curve. It's like it's an up and down thing. What is happening? Oh, I remember the stage. This is a cool stage. Oh no. Fuck. Fuck. No! Okay. This was supposed to be cool, but I'm not doing it. There we go. We are doing good time on this game. I don't think... Can I finish this game? No. Okay. No, this is the last world. And then I'll go to sleep. If I had the Mega Mans on Steam, I would maybe play that for people. What a weird world. I never thought that I never thought that playing games and broadcasting it to people would be a thing. But I've been watching offline TV and streaming for like most of the quarantine, and I don't feel like it's a waste of time. I feel like it's... Oh my god, I'm at the boss? Wow. Oh, this is good. This is like the Sonic level. Does anybody ever really care about cinematics? I'm sorry I skipped over them. This feels less stressful without the music. I feel like I'm doing a huge disservice to people watching this by not playing the music and having the music be me whining. Oh my god. This is like bringing back so many memories of my time working at the game company, Comicasi. I actually really miss the guys that I worked with there. Like I worked there with Carlo Rossi, Clemente, the creator of Darwin, a really good artist. I worked there with AJ Bernardo, also an amazing artist. I worked there with Basil Reyes of Likeman, also a great comic guy. And then yung very close friend ko nga din si Ron, who I still talk to. I introduced him to pot and rap. Can't believe he has a family now. What a weird world we live in. Oh, fuck. Will I get a family? I don't think I will, because I am a man who lacks absolute will. I am most likely Libra in my consistency, my constituency, and my morals. Can't you see? I go back and forth about topics. And I say a lot of things I don't understand, but the thing that you might know me is that I am a man. I'm a man who makes follies and mistakes, and I don't even know how to cook proper steak, cause I am but a man. I'm a man who is living alone with 4 cats. Oh no. What do I do? What do I say? I'm older than the sun. Wish I could be part of that world. I wish I was a good singer. I'm not, man. I wish I was part of the performing arts. I'm not, man. I should have learned like a musical instrument. A boom! A boom! Very simple, very easy. Oh man, kawawa yung mga boss dito. They're not actually like bad people. Oh no. Dr. Fetus, you should have aborted, you piece of shit. Is this about, a couple fighting because they didn't abort a baby? And the fetus is taking revenge and it's taking a toll on their relationship? It's like an allegory for a couple that can't decide if they want to kill the fetus or not. Is this about Kim and Kanye? She wanted to kill her baby. God damn it, Kanye West. I'm on stages. Alright, this Hospital, Salt Factory, Chapter 4. Oh man, how long have I been recording? Okay, I could go for like 2 hours. 2 hours recording, that's pretty good. How I don't... I'm gonna sound like a real fucking asshole here. When did fucking Super Meat Boy become this easy? It's not supposed to be easy. It's supposed to be hard, but I've just blazed through the levels. And you have to understand, the last time I played this game was 2010? I don't know. When did... When I first started... When I graduated. I graduated 2010. It's around that. 2010 and onwards, that's when I first played this game. And I haven't really revisited it since. And like, I have all of this muscle memory. Oh, that's so amazing. It's like, it taught me all of these extremely specific things, as Jonathan Blow said in the documentary. It's just this game that is very good at teaching it one thing. And that's a thing that you can't take anywhere else, but it's like an extremely, it feels good. It's a good entertainment game, you know. A good entertainment game, man. That's the name of my game, doc. A good entertainment game. Oh, fuck. I have not felt too much stress at playing this game. It's great. This is like exactly the fucking game that I needed to play right now. And that's funny because it's a platformer. Like, I haven't played enough of those things. Oh, suck my dick. Suck my dick, here I go. Everybody knows me as a hoe. See, that's what I'm saying. I keep saying ho and everybody's playing. What? I need sleep. Oh. Fuck. I was thinking of streaming this. I mean, literally just putting this on the recording on VLC and then streaming that recording on Facebook. Parang fake na let's play. I mean, fake na stream. I mean, that's valid. Tricking people into watching something, thinking that it's live when it's not live at all. That's funny. Ah. Wow, this is fun. Wow, such good commentary. This is fun. You know the thing about game design is when you put in spinning wheels of blades, that means a no. And that means a do not touch it. When you put in lava, that means do not walk it. When you put in lava balls, that means it will kill you. These are the unsaid rules of the art form that is platformers. I don't know why I'm French. There we go. That's fucking easy. Woo. Wow. I've run out of existential things to say. One time I was editing a podcast with Andren, and then what I did was the first part is very heavy, very loaded, very emotional. And the last part is just us talking and having fun. What I did was I flipped it. I put in the last part that it's fun, and then it becomes really heavy. And that's one of my favorite episodes. But it really goes to show you that it's like, you gotta unload and then it's gonna be fun later. I don't know, that's funny. I hope that whoever who is listening to this, when I say haha that's funny, that you're actually laughing. I hope that it's like you're chuckling hard. You're losing breath. You feel like you're gonna die from laughter when I point out something that is funny. You know. Oh, tama ba yun? Oh, tama ba yun? Oh, nandito lang. Uh-huh. I should stop comparing myself to other people. Wow, just such an original thought. Like, no one's ever said that to you. No, 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 Giselle. I should stop doing that. You know why? Because it's unfair to the people being compared to me. Because I'm a goddamn genius. Okay, that's too much now. You were doing well, and then you went into like hubris territory. Uh, what the fuck is this guy? Is this Waxwing over here? Waxwing, what's his name? Is this fucking guy flying too close to the sun? Mr. Greek myth over here with his father making wax wings escaping this island prison. This Icarus, that's his name. Mr. Waxwing. Mr. Waxwing from Boston. Man, like you know how like there are some novels like Infinite Jest? I read Infinite Jest, by the way. I'm a smart human being. There's some novels like Infinite Jest and Voice of the Fire, by the way. I read that. I'm a smart person. Where like the first 100 pages is just a bunch of gibberish that you can't fucking understand. And like it's a challenge for you to get through. And then supposedly you're gonna get rewarded with like good writing afterwards. Yeah, that's this fucking podcast. It's like you gotta get through the first hour where this fucking guy, first hour and a half where this guy is fucking gonna kill himself. No, where this guy is talking about like the worst, like the pink calm and like sadness and depression and like suffering, and then you get to this part where this guy is singing his ass off. Oh. Ah, fuck. We're honestly really near the boss that made me stop playing this game. Oh, fuck. Ay, caramba. I don't know, man. You gotta get through the first hour and a half. It gets really good. He starts rapping and singing and being happy. Ah! Oh, my back hurts. I'm gonna die. Whoa. Oh! Ah! Ah! Ah, tangina puta. It's funny, basically, so like I told you that I did not like video games when I started the game company job, right? Like I was like, video games are trash. So I'm a lapsed gamer, right? Because I really did grow up with video games. I love video games. And it's funny, as I grow older, I become more and more like the kid that I was. So like, not only am I a lapsed Christian, I'm a lapsed gamer, I'm a lapsed anime guy. I'm a lapsed everything. I don't know what I was trying to be in my 20s. Trying to be a goddamn rockstar when I'm a comic artist. There's this comic artist na she would brag on her Insta stories that she was drunk at Comic Con and then doing drugs or whatever. Tapos, I'm like, I did that and I didn't brag about it. I just knew that it was self-destructive and stupid. I didn't want to fucking... Hindi ako pa cool. Hindi ako pa cool. Cool talaga ako. Wala eh. Cool siya. Kaibigan ni si John Porcellino. Pero hindi naman niya alam na connected siya sa Marcos. So, give it a pass for John. Grabe no, when people are like, they want to be artists in the Philippines pero they're connected to the Marcoses. And they're like, kawawa sila in a way because like, oh, you can't. You just can't. I'm sorry. Like, I don't, like, unless yung installation na ginagawa mo is like a vending machine where it has the buildings that was stolen from us and then people can come up to the machine and then they can enter their family's name and then may bonus points kapag, tinorture ka ng Marcos time. Yun lang yung valid na form of artwork that any person connected to Marcos can create. It's just true. Just return the goddamn money. Return the wealth. That'd be so fucking funny. Na yung reparations for all of you na tortured, pinatay nung martial law would just come from one ATM. I guess it's not really funny. It's kind of sad because it's not a real thing. And people who got tortured is a real thing. And the Marcoses earned so much from it, from the suffering of people. And I'm sorry. I guess that joke wasn't that funny. And I have to acknowledge that I have the privilege of not being tortured. That's stupid. I mean, not the privilege, but like, you know what I'm saying. I'm trying to rid myself of toxic humor too. Because I like it so much in toxic humor. But like, it's predicated upon this stupid thing of like, you know me, I'm a good guy. I'm a good guy. Like, fuck that. Like, if you're a good guy, express good things. Not horrible things. I'm a hypocrite for saying that. Kasi half of my jokes are that, but like, that's why I'm saying I'm trying to change. Fuck. One of the things that I like about yung podcast namin ni Anden, this Let's Play is just rambling. You know this, you know the drill. But like, one of the things that I like doing the podcast with Anden is just he's such an open-hearted fucking guy, and like he always says that he's not smart, but like okay, he might not be smart, but he's fucking opinionated and he can defend his opinions and he can make good sense. And the good thing is it's not just coming from like I'm smart place. It's coming from I care place. You know? So many goddamn fucking people talking with their fucking asses, thinking that they're so big brained. It's so nice to see someone saying that I don't know everything, but I'm trying. And then that's what I love about Andrew. He's smarter than he looks. No, it sounds like I insulted him. He's smarter than he says he thinks. He's smarter. He's not dumb. He's so not dumb. And more than that, I think he's put so much premium in someone's intelligence. And sometimes it's not. You should put premium on someone's empathy too. You know, there's no. If you're smart, but you don't have empathy, you're a sociopath. And not that you're a bad person, because it's a disease. It's a not a disease. I don't know. It's a thing, you know. To not feel empathy for people. Imagine that. It's a form of blindness, of a disability, right? And it's there are people too, God damn it, that are like maybe sociopaths shouldn't run the government, is what I'm saying. One of my favorite things that I realized about Parks and Rec, stay with me, it has connections to what I was saying, is the realization of Ron Swanson that he is this centrist, you know, he's a libertarian, he's a person for extreme individualism, and he always tries to fuck up the government stuff, right? And he is lauded for being that, because that, like, someone that individualistic is someone amazing, someone pulling themselves by the bootstraps and everything. It is to be celebrated, but like I think the greater point that show was making was it doesn't have a place in government, but it certainly has a place in the country, which is at the end of the show, Ron Swanson became a park ranger because that's where he was supposed to be all this time, right? He wasn't supposed to be in government. He doesn't care about other people. He only cares about himself and like his family, and that's not a bad thing, you know. But when you have people like that making decisions for the government, for the greater good of other people, you gotta have people like Leslie, you know, who are fucking hearts, you know. And like Leslie is a heart with a brain as well, because she also learned a lot from Ron Swanson, you know. I think the good thing about that show is it teaches you that you can learn a lot from other people, from other walks of life, from the perspective of everyone. I am not getting through this fucking level. And that's the kind of person that we need in government, is someone who's able to synthesize all of that to make decisions for everyone, and not just decisions that they feel are good for themselves or they would take. We don't need hard asses, you know. We need hard hearts. We don't need strong men. Strong men are idiots, because the only good thing they are, or I don't know what they're good for at this point, because like they keep getting into government, and I don't know why, because they don't do a lot. It seems like the strongman politician is only there to make the voters feel like they have control, because this guy looks like he has control. But the truth is, we have to be adult about this shit and see that running the country, running a government is hard, and you want someone who has transparency, who will tell you of their failures, because you can't judge where you're going if you don't see the failures. right? I mean, look at this game that I played. There's so much blood on the walls. I've passed through everything. And, it can be disheartening, pero it also, like, it shows you progress. It shows you where you've been. It shows you the sacrifices that you've taken. All of the mistakes that you've made should pave towards the end goal, which is Bandage Girl, which is a better Philippines. And we're not having none of that because everything that is wrong is swept under the rug and there's no acknowledgement. The best thing about that goddamn Watchmen show is that line na parang wounds need air to breathe. You gotta air it out. Quite frankly, if you do not see the mistakes that you are making, you're bound to repeat them. Just look at this. Look at this. Look how many fucking runs I made mistakes on. And that's what I'm saying. You need someone who is vulnerable, who has a hard heart, who is open to saying, I made a mistake. And you need people who want that, who are also open for their leaders to make mistakes. And no. You can call bullshit naman kasi to like leaders who like are like, if you're like a leader and you're mad at your constituents and you're saying about, oh, you pasaway and ganto. That's bullshit, you know. You're a public servant. You're not king. You're not King Dick around here. My king. You're not. There's this framing of government here that, oh, this is hard. There's this framing of we should go back. We should being a politician, being like a public a mayor or like a senator, it's service, it's a vocation. We should be getting people who are selfless. We are not getting people like that. We're getting people who think that they deserve something more than they do not. We're getting people who are like Manny Pacquiao, like it's a calling from God. It's like, I don't think it is. I think you're just bored because you're fucking rich. You gotta learn to be bored. Like, I'm sorry, Manny, you're the heavyweight or whatever, featherweight champion na. Just be happy with that. You don't have to be good at everything. Kanye, you don't have to be good at everything. Oh my god. And it's, I guess it's that, you know, it's like people wanting so much out of goddamn life. I want a lot out of life too, you know. Sort of like, maybe not enough to the point na parang like fuck shit up royally for a lot of people. Fuck shit up royally, my king, my lord. Oh man, my head hurts. I miss my girlfriend. Ah, fucking shit, fuck. Let's clip that long rant about centrism and like having good government officials. Put that out as a goddamn clip. That was good. bird, man. I want a manager. You know why? So a good she, no. So the manager could manage my expectations on life. What up? That sounds like a psychiatrist. But like I would like someone who's there who reminds me that like I can do things that like like you know how a producer is basically a babysitter for a director. I want that. Ah! I died! I want someone to validate my feelings when I feel frustrated so I can be more productive. It fucking sucks. It sounds like slave work, honestly. Like emotional slave work. But like, maybe someone out there will be like, Giselle, ah! Ah! Giselle, let's do this. Because like, I'm not gonna be like a complete shit, you know. But like, I feel like maybe it'll outweigh the negative, outweigh it, you know. And I will also be nice to her. I feel like it has to be a her. Because if it's a him, he might say, just shut the fuck up, you little bitch. The shitty thing to ask for. I need an art yaya. You should call producers film yayas. And we should call directors film babies. Okay. Is that what it is? That's what it is. But like in fairness, like that type of system does work because I see it working, and it is a rare director. Like I think yung friend ko, the director kasi si Judd, he's a fucking good guy. I've worked with a lot of fucking directors, and I feel like he's the nicest director that I've worked with. And I felt like he cared, like he saw me as a human being. Not to say that the other directors didn't see me as a human being, but like they certainly saw themselves more as human beings. And also, like honestly, working with Eric Mali was like he was like such a ball of energy, and like an older person, like an older tito type, na parang you could see that he knew what he needed out of people and how to get it out of people in a good way, like an energy way. I feel like I understood like directors to be conduits of energy for productions to happen, you know. And producers help maintain that energy, help maintain the integrity and vision and like directness of it. So it's like it's a real collaboration. People don't think of that too much because there's always this thing of director as the auteur. But like, let's think of George Lucas. He's a goddamn auteur, quote unquote. Or like his editor helped him a lot. A lot of people fucking helped him, you know. The director is just the insistent guy who's saying this has to happen, this has to happen. Even like Quentin Tarantino says na parang you don't need to know everything. Terry Gilliam told him that you don't need to do everything. You just need to have the taste, to have the good taste of what is good and what is bad, and like every other person is gonna help you. So like in a way, the director has the least technical knowledge, but he has the most amount of insistence on these things, right? I I would like to direct a movie someday. I don't know if that's ever gonna happen because it's also like I want to do a billion other things, but like I want to know what I would direct. I was telling my neighbor that like I want to direct something, but I don't know what I want. I don't know what it would be. Oh fuck! It'd be horror because I love horror, and it'd be a comedy because I love comedy. It'd be a horror comedy because I love horror and comedy, and it'd be absurd because I love the absurd. What the fuck am I saying? Wow, we are breezing through this game, guys. Follow me on Twitch. I don't have a. Actually, I do have a Twitch thing, but like I don't stream often. I should stream. Follow. I want like I want to make like a nice stream setup. Yeah. Now I could record from my Switch, so I could play Nintendo games. So I could play if they ever come out with the Super Mario, like the 3D World Collection. I'm gonna play that on stream, and it would be amazing. No! Oh fuck, that was almost perfect. Ah, fuck. Woo! Am I grade A on a lot of these? Some of these. Yeah, but you'd have to be grade A on a lot of these because some of these are so fast. It's not that hard, but then again. Like, if I record all of it, would that be such a bad thing? No. In one sitting. Oh god. Don't do it. Let's see. Oh my god, I'm at the 2-hour point. I need to sleep. This game. This is a treat, man. Ah, fucking hate this. What do I do there? Ah, fuck. Fuck. A plus. That's one of the things that I appreciate about these games. It's the abstract geometry that happens. You know, the lines of sight that these things have. It's so beautiful. Oh. Okay. That's one of the things that video games is good at expressing. It's math. Like literal math at work. Look at that geometry and stuff. Really. What is happening? What is wrong? I can't believe I went over the 2-hour mark. God damn it. 2 hours and 30 minutes. Okay. What the fuck was that? Oh. Ah. What's happening? Ah, fuck. Ah, fuck this game. Fuck this game. I've run out of things to say. Fuck this game. Fuck this game. I'm feeling kind of... Hey. I'm really proud that I'm the only lesbian comedian in the scene. I'm kidding. People made fun that I was the girl in Comedy Minute. It was a joke. Because the only girl... If you were a friend from rock bottom, maybe say hi. Say hi to me. That would be nice. Maybe. Or that would be a panic attack, maybe. Let's go. I hate this so much. No! Ah. No, fuck. Why I still is zoned out. You know what? After this, promise, tapos na. Tapos na to. I'm never... But... After this, I'm going to sleep. Yes! Haha, motherfucker, I'm not gonna go to sleep. You go to sleep now. Exit the map. Wow, ang lapit ko na, oh. I unlocked the boss. So cool. I'll show you the boss. This is the fucking boss that I hate. This is where I stopped. I can't believe it. Fuck. No, we're not playing the boss. We're not playing the boss right now, just like, you should stop. Oh no. This is a memory game. No, stop it.
Super Meat Boy!
Be well. I have enjoyed doing this Let's Play. Let's try to finish this next time. I'm tired. I hope that you got something out of this. I had fun. I didn't know I was gonna go, like, how long? Jesus, yeah, 2 hours and 30 minutes. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Well, good night, boys and girls. Just remember, there's no more in Basing City.